Welcome once again to HeroQuest fans. Welcome back. We are live on twitch.tv/HeroQuest fans, as usual. And if you're listening to us or watching on YouTube, XSC3, home of HeroQuest fans, we are not live, but thanks for checking us out anyway. Appreciate the support. Yep, so we're back on a Friday playing some Wizards of Morcar, or just about to get started. And we're playing the Tower of the High Mage. And as usual, if you want to join us as a hero live, go to HeroQuest Fans Discord. As you see at the bottom of your screen, there's the link. Join us there, introduce yourself. We'll get you started rolling dice virtually with MentorBot, created by Ribby, also master of the Remarkable Rims. And if you want to just aid the heroes on their quest or help out the forces of chaos on the side of Zargon, you can use your gold coins, your channel points, when you're on Twitch itself, in the Twitch chat. Use your rewards, viewer rewards, which are the gold coins, to interact as we play. All right. And tonight, looks like we have Glasgow Gargoyle. Welcome back, sir.
All right, mate. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. And I gotta say, as always, the music that you're listening to was created with the assistance of AI from Suno.com by me, 2025 and 2026. All right, and we're doing some Wizards of Morcar, so we'll wait a few minutes here if any other heroes are going to join us. We've got a little bit more time. I got all kinds of time to play today. Next weekend, probably not. Next weekend, I think we're going to be busy doing Labor Day stuff. So I'm saying let's do as much questing as we can today. I mean, people are free to come and go as they please, of course, as usual. We'll fit you in, even if you've never played HeroQuest before. It's really easy. We'll get you up to speed. All you need is pencil and paper. The rest we do virtually. Yeah, so how have you been doing?
Yeah, all good here, thanks.
Yep. And no news in the world of HeroQuest, I trust. Everything's pretty much the same.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a drought, hasn't it? No words, nothing.
Yeah.
Well, we have hints. We did get hints at Gen Con, so hopefully, what's the next biggie? Is it Essen?
Oh yeah, Spiel. Yep.
Yeah, so hopefully we get something more concrete there.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I see Ribby cast some translucent dice of his own. It looks like it turned out pretty well.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Look, yeah, they look really good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did he cast it or did he 3D print it? He did something.
I thought it was cast. That's I maybe didn't read it properly, but I thought it was cast. And then I think he was talking about maybe trying to get some pigment through it is to try some other colors.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Ribby's Remarkable dice. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love seeing people's fan projects. I was getting inspired. I haven't done any detail painting yet, but I got my sprues out from the Warhammer Armageddon box with the orcs, so I was spraying those outside. I always put down a green layer of green primer to get it started. Yeah, it's fun. It's that motivates me to the next step, and then once it's all dry, I can start painting the weapons, painting the boots, and I can decide what color for the pants. I've been going with the Blood Axes color scheme, so they wear military fatigues, camo, 1980s style camo. So I did a group where they had gray with patches of black and white, so kind of and I guess they call that urban camo. And then I did a group that just had leather pants. So I'm not sure what's next. Maybe jungle colors. Maybe kind of like a Vietnam era style pattern. And then with leather and silvery weapons. and guns. But then I was
Yeah,
also
sounds
thinking,
cool. I used to do
go
all
ahead.
that painting, but
Oh yeah.
haven't done it for a long time. I had a lot of time as a kid for painting
Oh
minis,
sure.
but now the only painting I do now is going for Hero Quest colors, like spraying Hero Quest colors, so that I can have them
Oh yeah.
consistent with my games. Yeah,
The red heroes and the white undead and the green skins,
yeah,
that kind of thing.
yeah, all that stuff, and sometimes new colors for different factions. Although we
yeah.
haven't got to that yet, but like I was thinking I was thinking Jungles of Delthrak, maybe if and when we get around to that, introducing some other character types, other monster types. Like, have you ever heard of what is it called? It's Dungeons and Dragons, but it's kind of Dungeons and Dragons Light. It came out years ago, like we're talking 20 years ago. Let's think, Forbidden Forest.
Sounds familiar. I don't know anything about it, but I've heard the name.
Parker D&D, and it's got like some quite decent minis, which I think could Hero Quest quite well, and I think just to add in a little bit of extra diversity would be quite cool.
Yeah, I think the phrase "Will it Hero Quest" has been trademarked by Amalgamash. So there was like "Will it Blend?"
Yeah, that's where I got it. So
Will it Hero Quest?
I'm trying to make fetch happen.
It's never gonna happen. Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of fun customizing the game. With the Warhammer stuff, yeah, I mean, painting in general, I'm strictly an amateur. I'm just doing it for fun. For me, it's like reading a book. You just you find the time, and then you just do it for a while, and then you don't do it, and then you come back to it and you do it. And I just enjoy the process. But there have been times where, yeah, I get motivated to be pushed to complete, this group of characters to a certain level, and it's like, okay, this looks good. This looks like I could play it at a table and it would look decent. It's not going to win any awards, but I like it. Yeah, and the Warhammer stuff is way too expensive. It really is. Yeah, my friend gifted me the codex for the orcs, and they just came out with the new one, and I guess it got leaked like ahead of time. Well, I guess it hasn't officially come out yet, but it's been leaked. Like somebody posted it. So, but I mean, they're orcs. But I guess what people were saying was that the orcs they had all this diversity, they had all these interesting strategies they could do, and you could customize your army and play it in so many different ways. It was really hard to face the orcs because you couldn't predict what they were going to do. But then in the last version, they simplified it so much, which made the game easy to learn, but it also meant that the orcs were much more predictable. They weren't as great as an army. But now they're going more to the complexity again. So with all the things Games Workshop has done to piss off their fans, sounds like they're going in the right direction, at least for that. So if you care about that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm a HeroQuest fan first and foremost. I don't care as much about this stuff, except that some of it does remind me of HeroQuest, and that kind of draws me in. Yep. All right, so it looks like Jacer's here as well. Welcome. Jacer, are you...
Another really cool game.
Oh, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say another really cool one that I've managed to acquire is Dungeon Saga Origins, and a couple of the expansions for that.
I've heard of that.
And again, they've got some really cool minis, which are really very, very, very like HeroQuest. The base sizes compare almost perfectly, and the style of the minis is really good. When you paint up the heroes, the red in the HeroQuest Red, they look absolutely like HeroQuest heroes. They're really good.
Nice. That's really cool. Yeah, of course, HeroQuest is my favorite game.
Cool Berserker and Dwarf and such.
It's always like the gold standard that we compare to other things. Yeah. Now, was that a retail game, or is that like one of these Kickstarter programs, like limited run?
Well, I did see it in one of the game stores,
Oh,
as
okay.
in, hobby game stores.
Hmm.
But I
And
got the expansions online. I think you could do a Kickstarter where you could get the whole thing, like at the start. But obviously I didn't do that. I was just kind of gradually picked up the base game and the expansions. Maybe I think they're the retail versions, yeah. But I have only seen them in, the FLGS.
hmm yeah, I'm starting to feel like at this point I have enough stuff. Like, I mean, there's some curiosity out there, like tracking down like Legend of Zagor or one of those things, but I never see that stuff anywhere, like at a thrift store. I'd have to track it down online. I'd have to probably spend a pretty penny for it. Um, I think some of that rare stuff, like Japanese Hero Quest, is a real curiosity for me. I mean, if I had the opportunity to get that, I probably would spring for it, but only if it was within my budget, which it probably wouldn't be. Same thing with like the Elf Quest pack. But I mean, some of that stuff, like I mean the White Dwarf magazines that featured Hero Quest, I was able to track those down. Some of these other games, I mean, yeah, it's like it would be cool to check them out, but I'm just not that interested. Even Advanced Hero Quest, like I understand the shortcomings of those games, and I sort of feel like people that want to collect it, I'll save it for them. Like those people can have it. So yeah, I mean, I think I said before when it comes to new Hero Quest stuff, it's great if they release stuff, but I probably have enough right now. I probably have enough. But yeah, if the new thing comes out, it'd be hard to say no. But now, do I love seeing what other people come up with? Absolutely. So yeah, if you come to our Discord, you can see stuff people have painted, stuff people have written up, come up with. I see O'Dannon is continuing to release those adaptations of Legacy of Sorasil. I think they're up to Quest 7 now, out of however many there were. But yeah, we'll be lucky if we get through these 2 quest packs in the next year. I mean, we're getting towards the end of August. We're at Quest 4 for this and First Light. But yeah, there's been a lot of talk about what Hasbro's been doing. Oh, thanks. Awesome. All right, Ribby. Appreciate it. That's right. Yep. Thanks, Ribby. Awesome. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about Hasbro like giving up on Hero Quest. I mean, they've never said that. There's no proof of it, but a lot of people sort of feel that way. A lot of people are suspecting that yeah, the dearth of information is not because they have something awesome to give us, it's just that everything's slowed down and it's not a priority for the company anymore. That's just sheer speculation. It's kind of pessimistic, but yeah, there's that, and then just my schedule has just not been as steady. I mean, I've got other things going on, so I'd like to do more gaming, but it's just not in the cards. So I've had to scale back a lot of my stuff, and it's probably time to bite the bullet and just say, okay, we're doing every other week, or we're doing once a week instead of twice a week. But I'm enjoying what we're doing so far, and I would like to finish it. It's just that after this year is over, I think it's going to be drastically changed. And I hate to say that, because I've really enjoyed our time together. But I know other people will pick up the slack. There's other people out there playing, and I mean, there's nothing stopping us from playing with our family and friends. It's just, yeah, this has been a marvelous experiment that we've done for however many years we've been doing it now. 5 years? 4 years? Because I think we started doing the streams like shortly after the HasLab campaign began. So yeah, it's been about 5 years. Wow. And in that time, we've played a lot of quests. So yeah, but I don't want to be a downer about it. I just want to enjoy what we've got. So Jacer, are you here yet? Or are you still on your way?
No, I'm here.
All right.
Not home yet, but I'm here.
Yep. Yeah, I was at an event, let's say, where I saw one of the vehicles that you mentioned in the moment that we deleted out of the stream. What was that little? It's like a little bulldozer, but it's like a little one. What do you call that? Side skid?
Skid steer.
Skid
Skid
steer?
steer. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw one of
Made
those.
famous mostly by Bobcat, but yeah, we had
Bobcat.
Chase, which is an off-brand.
Yeah.
Off-brand.
When I was a kid, I wanted one of those because it looked like it was just like a toy version of the. I mean, obviously you need skill to operate it, but yeah, it's like, oh, that'd be so awesome to have.
Yeah, but now like most of the
Oh, you're breaking up, Jacer.
uh,
What were you saying?
pedals, one on each side. So all the new ones have joysticks,
Joystick.
so you don't have to worry about the pedals anymore.
Oh.
And the old ones used to have two pedals, so a left and a right foot pedal.
So if you had no legs, you could still operate it.
Right, but also as anybody that's more like the gamers and used to it or whatever, it's a lot easier because, like I said, it's just all joystick controls.
Right.
So you run around with the two joysticks, one on the left, one on the right. One operates forward, back, left, right, and the other one is your up, down, and your tilt.
I see. Cool. All right, so are we ready to start the quest? Or pretty soon here.
I'm almost ready. Once I get close to the building or start walking in, I lose reception.
Okay. So we'll lose you for a little bit.
Yeah, you're gonna lose me when I go in and give my reports, and then I'll be out for a couple minutes or whatever, and then about half an hour, 35 minutes, I have to go in and punch out.
All right. Soon you'll be punching out orcs. Yep.
Hopefully doing both.
Yep. All right. So when we last left our heroes, we had whoops, screen's not showing it correctly. Let me get that uncovered here for everybody. Yeah, we had a barbarian, a dwarf, and a wizard, and an elf. Yeah, 4. And we had a swordsman, a scout, a halberdier, and a crossbowman. And this is Tower of the High Mage. So in this quest, you are, of course, tracking down Zanrath, the High Mage of Sirocco, one of Morkar's lieutenants. And of course, he has his elite army of dread warriors, wielding chaos magic. And believe it or not, this is the second room. Of course, this is the second run of this. It's a very, very challenging quest. So yeah, we definitely have room for more heroes because we've only got 2 in right now. We had Glasgow controlling the wizard, and Jacer. Well, I mean, we could give each of you 2 heroes if that works.
Yeah, that's fine by me until others show up.
Yeah, 2 heroes and 2 mercenaries each. It looks like technically. Oh, yeah, I was doing some reorganizing, some cleaning, and I found the remarkable rims for the other colors. I was just stuck with the ones that I had. But okay, so we've got blue for the elf, we've got yellow for the dwarf, green for the wizard, red for the barbarian. Let me just compare the potions everybody had. Make sure everything's up to date. Okay, so the wizard should have 5 body points, 2 potions. Elf has 8 and 1. Dwarf has 7 and 1. Barbarian has 8 and 0. And I think all the mercenaries are undamaged. Okay, so let's just go down what everybody has. So the wizard has air, earth, water, and detection. And it looks like for the detection spells, clairvoyance and treasure hoard have been used. And let's see here. Also for I have Veil of Mist was used, and I think one of the earth spells was used as well.
Yeah, so it's 3 spells have been used in total: Treasure Hoard, Clairvoyance, and Veil of Mist.
Veil of Mist, okay. So just a water spell. Okay, and then the wizard has 50 gold coins, Potion of Charm, Healing +2, Healing 1d6, 2 potions of magical aptitude, or did you use one?
I used one.
Okay, so 1 left. And your boon, of course, is the Arcane Library, which gets you that 4th class of spells. You have the Phantom Blade, which I put down has been used. You have the Ring of Fortitude, which keeps your body points at 5 until you lose 1, of course. And your staff. You are a champion. And then what other hero are you taking control of? Or how do you guys want to divide up the heroes?
Maybe keep it simple. I'll take the elf and his mercenary.
Okay, so you take the magic users. Yeah, the elf has a scout. Or wait a minute. Yeah, elf has a scout. And wizard has a swordsman. Okay, so the elf has elf spells, Hypnotic Blaze, Slow, and Double Image, none of which he's used yet. His boon is to have 2 extra body points. So he's at 8 instead of 6. He has 70 gold coins. He has potions of celerity or elven speed, healing 1d6, and a potion of vision. Equipment wise, he has a helmet, a halberd, broadsword, and Fortune's longsword. Which I'm not sure if he used the power for the Fortune's longsword yet or not. And he has chainmail. He's also a champion.
I can't remember actually if Jacer had the elf. Maybe he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so maybe let Jacer have his elf because he's been controlling the elf. So maybe I'll take like the barbarian.
Okay. Yeah, I think Jacer had the barbarian as well. So what do you think?
Hey, dwarf. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just whatever. Honestly, I saw a comment that I think maybe Ribby's coming in as well.
Oh, Ribby. Finishing some stuff at work. I can pop on shortly. Nice. Well, Stumbledore, the dwarf, was controlled by Grimlore previously. Well, okay, we can wait a second. Jacer, what's your preference? Do you want the elf and the barbarian? Or we lost him in the dead zone. The dead zone. Alright, looks like we're having an ad break as well, so. Oops, I meant to type noise. No lice. Okay, yeah, we can wait a little bit. Yeah, so any other heroes who want to join us, feel free. Let's see. Welcome in the chat. We've got Belgrid, Your Liz, and Arlisario. Yeah, so we've got 2 people here. We got room for at least 2 more heroes. Oh, Ribby's here. Ribby!
Oh.
Hey. So, pretty nice dice you were showing there.
Yeah, it turned out pretty good.
And you tell us how you made them.
Sure. So I obviously took an original one as the starting point and made a form, a 3D print, and then put the die in there and poured silicone around it. And then all the way around the die, just around, so that it would surround all of them but one face. And then a secondary pour, which made the cap for the final face.
Doug
So it's like-
Hawkins is covering his ears at this moment.
He's like, I don't
going
even.
la 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 la.
Yeah, I can't hear you. I can't see you. And so that's the cap. So it's 2 different silicone pieces, basically. Then you can pull, you clean that up a little bit, and you pull the die out. Then you mix up your resin, which has an enormous amount of bubbles in it and does not degas on its own. But I have a small pressure or vacuum pot. And so I put the resin in there for about a half hour under negative pressure, and that helps pop out all the bubbles. It makes it crystal clear. Then you pour that into the mold, and then I actually pour a little onto the cap too, instead of just jamming the cap on top. That way I don't end up with a little air pocket in the final face. And then mash it together, and then just let it sit for about 72 hours. I let it go for, and it came out almost perfect just by itself. But that some of the edges were a little messed up, so I went with some 5000 grit sandpaper and cleaned up the corners. And then I probably need some kind of polishing compound or something to really get the faces crystal clear. But what was there turned out pretty good. And then I went with just some Citadel Black Abaddon paint to fill in the faces, and clean that up with some Q-tips, a little sharp tip Q-tips, and some isopropyl alcohol. And that's it. Let it dry, and turned out pretty good.
Bada bing, bada boom. So
I was mostly just seeing if I could do it or not.
You're an alchemist.
Yeah.
Sweet. And how does
So
it,
now
how does it roll? Does it...
It's not as bouncy as a standard die. That is something I definitely noticed right off the bat. It's not quite as heavy. The standard die that I used was 4.8 grams, and this was 4.45, I think, with the paint. And so it's a little bit lighter. And when you roll, it doesn't like kind of springy, like that springy bounce that acrylic dice does normally. It doesn't do that as well. It still bounces and rolls and everything, just not as much. So if you're a stickler for that kind of thing, it might not be your cup of tea.
Yeah, there's something about the way the dice falls and bounces in a satisfying way, whether it's wood or plastic, that is pretty important.
So maybe there's some tweaks I can do, and something I can mix in there and add a little bit of weight to it.
Loaded dice.
Not much, but it's pretty close. So it'll be a process of refinement until I get it how I like it.
Nice. Still, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, next I was going to do some, get a few pigments and see if I can experiment with doing some colors or color swirls or whatever, and make it unique.
You can open up an Etsy shop and start making your own
Yeah.
remarkable power dice.
That's a lot of work for like, what would someone even pay for those? Like $20?
Yeah,
Not even?
they're
I
not
don't
sold
know.
in stores. What would you pay? $59.99.
Yeah. One of a
Or no,
kind. Come on.
$150. No. $80.
Number just keeps going up.
$70.
Yeah.
$20. How about 3 easy payments of $19.95? And if you order in the next
There you
5
go.
minutes, you get this
We'll double the
awesome
offer.
dice bag. Yeah, absolutely free. This won't last long.
While supplies last.
No CODs. Yep. Operators are standing by.
Well, they do look really clear. The dice. I mean, the faces are really super clear. We tried one of my new players tried the Jungles of Delphrak dice. And they're just terrible in terms of the way they show up when you're playing. So we had to change them out. But those clear dice look really good.
Yeah, let me show you guys the first one I did, which did not turn out well at all.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bubbles and stuff, and I didn't get nearly enough vacuum chamber time on it, and it's really noticeable how bad it is. Here, I'll post it in the Quest Talk chat.
Oh, Jacer's back.
So zoom in on that clear one, and you can very clearly see just unbelievable amounts of bubbles and badness in there.
Oh, yeah. It looks like
So I was like, oh no.
Little bullet holes.
Yeah. They were clinging all to the sides of the mold, and then on the worst side, which you can't even see, which is the black shield side, there's just big pits because that was the side that's facing upward.
Oh.
So all the bubbles work their way up, and then they end there, and yeah, it's just this pitted nastiness. And I was like, wow, this is really bad.
I suppose you could smear something in there, but then you would ruin.
You'd
that
still see it,
image, too.
and that internal still just looks terrible.
Yeah, because there'd just be pockets of goo, not
Yep.
translucent anymore.
Yep.
Yeah. When I first saw those pictures, I didn't read the description, so I thought maybe you 3D printed this, and I was like, whoa, what kind of crazy voodoo are you doing over there?
Oh
This
no.
makes a little more sense.
Yeah, just the 3D printed the silicone molds.
Okay. Still pretty impressive.
Yep.
Well, you're on your way.
The Dice King, the Dice Baron.
Baron of Dice. Trademarked. Yep. Alright. Well, so much easier. Yep.
I just blew my good roll for the whole day, so.
Yep. You're cursed. Now you gotta re-roll it and take the second
Yep.
one. Yeah, so what characters are we gonna have here? So now that 3 of you are here.
I think that's 4 now.
Oh, 4? Hey. Patzel 1980, welcome. Or Pats. Patsy 1980. Welcome. Are you going to be playing with us?
Yes. Just wanna have a look.
Oh, okay.
I go on mute, not disturbing you.
Oh, sure. If you want to lurk, that's fine. If you wanted to play, I was going to say we could fit you right in. But, yeah, no worries. Okay. Well, greetings from Germany. Ah, Deutschland. Welcome. Willkommen. I don't know much German. Let's see. Okay, so we got Jacer, we got Glasgow, and Ribby. We got 4 heroes, so how do you guys want to divide this up?
Wizard.
Okay, Glasgow Wizard. Who's doing the elf?
Yeah, I'll stick with the barbarian.
Okay, Jacer's the barbarian.
The elf.
Okay, Ribby the elf.
Yeah.
Okay, and I guess that leaves the dwarf.
Jacer.
Jace, you want to be the dwarf? Oh yeah. So Pats or Patsy, yeah, this is how we play. I know there's many other ways that people play, but yeah, this is how we've been doing this. We have come up with a system. We've done it for a few years now. So we use a few house rules. You'll see as we go. But yeah, my camera is just pointed at the table, and they're rolling their virtual dice. And then I got some stuff on screen, as you can see there. But yeah, everybody's remote. I'm the only one that actually has physical contact with the board. Okay, well, someone take the dwarf, please. I know it was
Fine, fine. Just give me.
Ribby? Alright. Ribby's the dwarf. Okay, so Ribby, let me get you up to speed. So the elf has... I don't know if you heard. Do you need me to go through it again?
Just rapid fire and I'll catch up.
Alright. So you got 3 elf spells. Hypnotic Blaze, Slow, and Double Image. And then you've got 70 gold coins. And you've got a Potion of Celerity, that's the Elven Speed. Healing 1d6, Potion of Vision. Equipment-wise, you have Helmet, Halberd, Chainmail, Broadsword, and Fortune's Longsword, which we think hasn't been used yet with the special ability where you reroll 1 die. Alright, and you are a champion. You have a boon that allows you 2 extra body points, so you have a total of 8 instead of 6. And you have a scout to command as your mercenary. Any questions?
Nope. Got it.
Alright, then for your other hero, Dwarf, let's see. He has 2 skill cards. He has Disarm and Capture and Rallying Cry. And let's see. He has a crossbowman and a halberdier at his command. He has no gold left, but he has Holy Water, Potion of Skill, and a Healing 1d6. And for equipment, he has a helmet, a longsword, buckler, and a warhammer. And for some reason, I erased the boon that he had.
Does
anybody recall what boon he had? Was it the weapon expert?
I think it was weapon expert. Yeah, I think he had weapon expert, maybe with, was it an axe? Was it a?
Well,
maybe it was a sword.
I mean, it's probably one of the weapons that he has. It was either the longsword or the warhammer. Since we don't remember, how about you just choose?
What are the choices?
The longsword or the warhammer? So
warhammer.
Okay, so that'll be a 5-die attack.
L's to the yeah. All white.
Well, you can have one. Let's see. Yeah, it's a hammer, so you can have one black in there.
Okay. Got it. Easy.
Okay. Yeah, and some of those bonuses, please remind me if I forget.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. So, who haven't I gone over yet? Oh, yeah, elf, dwarf, oh, barbarian. Okay, so the barbarian has, oh no, he has weapon expert. with a greatsword. Oh, so what did the dwarf have? Hold on. Sorry about that. Just dropped Hopekin's Rest on the ground. Sorry, Doug.
Sorry, Doug.
Alright, let me consult the booklet here. Yeah, so of the different boons, oh, it was the one where you get the mercenary for free. That was the one. That makes
Nice.
sense now. Yeah. So we'll just put free mercenary. The barbarian has the weapon expert. I was thinking everybody gets one. Okay. Okay, so he has disarm and capture, rallying cry. Now the barbarian is not yet a champion. He has 75 gold coins. He has potion of dexterity and heroic brew. And equipment wise, he has the great sword, known as Brutilda. He has a helmet, chainmail, and a hand axe. He is a weapon expert with the great sword. And his two skills, he has charisma and luck. All right, any questions? Anybody?
So
Everybody ready?
Let's do this.
All right, great. Okay, so we're back to Quest 3, the Tower of the High Mage, Wizards of Morcar. And let me just pull up one other thing, because I was trying to consult this here. Okay. So as before, your mission is to track down the High Mage and take him out. So it is Zargon's turn. I'm going to draw a card. Alright, heroes. So it looks like wizard, elf, dwarf, barbarian.
All right. Can I have the wizard move 6 spaces down to the door to the east? And let's open that door, please.
Alright, opens the door. Hey, Aconite Shadowmoss. Been a long time, glad to see you again. Good to see you as well. Welcome, HeroQuest fans. Alright, the door opens. Yeah, we have space for another hero. If anybody wants to join. Okay. So the room is revealed. See another door on this side. That's what you see.
Oh, nothing else. Okay, let's move inside the room for one. So that's 7 squares of movement so far.
Okay.
And we'll have the wizard do a search for traps.
Alright, search for traps. Just see here. All right, nothing is found.
All right. So swordsman. Swordsman can move. Is it 6? Am I right?
5. He moves one less
5?
than the others. Yep.
Okay. So can the swordsman follow the wizard into the room and head for the other door? And open the door.
All right, the door opens. All right, let's see what you see. So, out the window, or through the doorway rather, you can tell that there's a stone wall here. And that's all you see at the moment.
Okay, I'll pass on to the elf.
Okay.
Hell yeah. What are these question marks?
Those were where possibly there's traps.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guess take me out to that eastern corridor.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And here you see there is a room, or a room. It's a stone wall there. Oh, I forgot to put this out when the wizard ended his turn in that room. There was a fireburst trap in there.
Oh.
Yeah. It's kind of
Oh
weird.
dear. Oh dear.
They can't be
Yeah.
detected by
Now,
searching
remind me, when does that go off again?
when you least expect it. Okay, so here, let me
End of
read
your
it.
turn.
This has changed. This has changed from the original version. Okay, this will remain until the beginning of Zargon's turn, when it will explode, attacking all heroes and monsters in the room with 3 attack dice of fire.
Okay, can I don't know if I'm allowed to do this with the wizard, but can I dispel it with one of my spells, like hit with a tempest?
Yes.
Yeah, Tempest. Or the other one, not Dispel, whatever the new one's name is.
Yes. If you have a Tempest spell or any water spell, you can discard that spell to disarm it.
Yeah, I remember this vaguely. So that's a difficult choice, but I think I'll go with the tempest. I'll discard tempest.
All right. So it's like. All right. You successfully disarmed it. That would make sense. That I'll let you do that. Okay. Okay. Then we'll say then the elf took a turn, didn't know anything was amiss. Okay, so the wizard disarmed the fireburst trap. Elf or the swordsman went in, then the elf went by. Okay. All right, was the elf going to do any action?
Is he? I don't know.
Maybe one of those walls is a secret door.
I guess so. Well, secret doors. I doubt it, but yeah, we'll try it.
Oh, in the
In the hall there.
small hallway.
It's possible,
Okay.
but improbable.
No secret doors detected.
Okay. So he's done, and then what's that guy? Scout.
Yeah, scout.
Yeah. He'll go 1, 2, 3 to the left. Open secret door if it's not open.
Okay, opening the secret door here.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what you see. Okay, you can tell that there is a door here and a door here. That's what you see.
Search for traps.
Okay, so the scout searches for traps down that corridor, and let's see. Floor looks weak.
The first square?
Yep.
Oh man. It's almost like I just played this quest at Gen Con.
And certain modifications, you know.
Yeah, you
We're a
might
little
want to do that.
rushed, you know.
Just saying.
Get on board. 0.5 flash light speed. Piece of chunk.
So Scout's done then. It's a dwarf.
Yep.
We'll move on to that square and try to disarm.
All right. Fast travel. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Roll into disarm. All right, it is disarmed. It was a pit trap. Oh, and now
Beautiful.
that he's there, he can see what might be in that corner, which is nothing.
Good. So he is done. Yeah. In action. Yeah. So the deer. How much can they move? Is it like 6 or 9 or something?
6. The scout moves
6.
9. The swordsman moves 5. The others move. 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
5, 6, and 9. Okay. So the halberdier will move 1, 2, 3, 5 west. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And down that, or up that long corridor, he sees something. All right. Some stone walls on the sides. That's it for now.
Okay. And then the crossbow person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I guess up next to the halberdier. As far as I can go. Yeah. That's it. I'm done.
All right, and now the mighty barbarian. This would be Jacer, if he's back yet. Jacer? I think you're muted there, buddy. Jace.
It might not be there.
there's still no monster, right?
There he is.
Oh, yeah.
Where is it?
No monsters on the board.
All right. So let's go. I guess let me go to the dwarf and head south. See what's around that bonfire. Two more. One more.
Okay. All right.
Where is it?
You've landed on a pit trap.
Ooh.
All right.
All right. Move 1 body point, and your turn is over. Yeah, and on a future turn, you can always search that pit for treasure, and hopefully it's a pit hazard. It's always the best. All right, my turn. All right, Zargon takes a draw. Okay, the card I just drew was Goblin Marauders. So I get to place a whole bunch of goblins near the entrance, out of sight. So there should be 9 of them. Let's see here. Alright, they need a few more. There's another one. Almost ready. Okay. Alright, so these other Goblin Marauders. So these are ranged goblins here. So the solid green ones are ranged. The others are armed with spears, so they can attack diagonally as well.
I think the scout has line of sight on that last one.
Oh, you're right. Because I have to move these.
I think the wizard has line of sight on that last one.
Oh. I might have to put some of these in other places then. Well, it's the best I can do. Yeah, according to Yeah, it'd be like Space Crusade. I
Yeah,
guess
or just put
yeah. They could run up the stairs, I suppose. These guys will be down the stairs. And yeah, because technically you can see those two. So yeah, there's like nowhere for them to be. Yeah, we'll say three of them. We'll say three of them are down the stairs. Okay, and then let's see. Do they get to move and attack immediately? All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this one is going to throw his grenade. It's going to hit these 2 squares with 2 dice. One skull. So the scout gets attacked and the dwarf also gets attacked. Scout rolls 3 defense, and dwarf rolls however many he rolls. Four?
Yeah. So this is scout first.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Ching! No damage. Shrugged off the explosion.
Pathetic.
Now, with the buckler, if you get an excess white shield, then you can throw an attack back at the goblin.
Nice.
So roll your 4.
Oh, I thought you were gonna roll another attack.
Oh no. Okay. Ching. Okay. So I get
Reversal.
reversal. Okay. So roll 1 die.
Combat.
Yeah, 1 combat die. Okay, nothing. Would have been cool though to throw the grenade back at him. Pull out the pin and throw it back. All right. Okay, so there's that one. Now let's see. All right. I'm going to attack diagonally through the doorway and attack the wizard. 1 skull. So let's see. Glasgow, you just have your regular 2 defense. Yep. Okay, 1 damage for the wizard. Alright, attacking the scout. 1 skull.
You get 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ching.
Good.
No damage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Alright, attacking the wizard with a spear.
What? He's got a spear, has he?
Yep. Missed. Just doesn't know how to use it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Attacking the wizard. 1 skull. 1 damage. That last one. Alright, attacking the scout diagonally. 2 skulls. Scout defends with 3.
Oh.
Got him. Did he have any potions in his hand?
He didn't say he did, so I assume not.
All right. Incapacitated. All right, hero's turn. Starting with the wizard.
Let's have the wizard attack the red shirt with the staff. One skull.
Okay. Aye. Got him.
Okay, the wizard's going to move one square to the east, and then the swordsman's going to move 3 to the west and attack the goblin through the door.
I just put the remaining 3 on the stairs. Okay. Wait, what's the swordsman doing?
So the wizard's moving one square to the east,
And then the swordsman.
and then the swordsman's moving 3. Yep. And he'll take a swing at this little ship.
Just on diagonal from the scout. Can I use charisma? I don't know if I have to be next to him or how the or
Oh, good question. Let's see.
it's not a skill I use often.
It just says, draw an inspiration from you. One henchman instantly recovers from one wound that would otherwise have killed him. Play this card to ignore one wound that would otherwise kill a henchman under your control.
Oh, under my control. All right, I don't have any. All right.
Well, I mean, under your control, under the hero's control, I could be generous with it and say, sure, you could use it on him.
All right, can he stand up with one then?
Sure. But yeah, it looks like it's voice. It's not line of sight. So
Okay, all right. Oh, okay, so that's even better.
yeah,
Get up! Come on, you can do it.
never given up on anything in your life. Slapping him around. All right.
Oh, the abyss. This took me a second.
Been a while.
Yeah.
Okay, where were we? Oh, swordsman. So what was the swordsman's roll? 3 skulls. I think you got him.
Elf, please.
Okay. Where am I? Oh, okay. Plenty. Beeline straight to the orange shirt. Yeah. And a broadsword attack.
Broadsword. I'll use my broadsword. Okay, got him.
Perfect. No. And then the scout.
He's alive,
Yeah.
but badly injured.
What do they attack with?
2.
2? Alright, we'll just attack the adjacent one.
Short sword.
Short sword.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so 1 skull. Ching! Aha! I blocked it.
Kirk. Okay. He'll move 1 south. Fantastic. And then it's Dwarf's turn. Move 1 east. And Warhammer.
Alright.
Ah, me. Please die.
Yeah, I think you got him.
Yes. Good.
Get short work of these marauders.
There's Bohemius.
Ah, Bohemius, welcome. All right, we have the barbarian.
Hello.
All right, barbarians in a pit.
Sure.
We'll get you in here in a second here, Bohemius. Glad you could join us. A full house. Haven't had that in a while. Alright, so Jacer, what's the barbarian gonna do?
On my movement, so I'll
Six.
1 north, 3 east, and then there's 1 face north.
North?
Yep, and I'll attack.
Goblin in the doorway. I know you can barely see him.
No, I'm gonna go diagonally behind me.
Oh. Whew. Yeah, I think you got him.
Alright, that'll let him open.
Okay, before I take my turn, so at this moment we have Glasgow controlling the wizard, Ribby controlling the elf and the dwarf, Jacer controlling the barbarian. And it looks like in the past we did have Bohemius controlling the elf. So would you want your character back?
If he's okay with Ribby.
Yes.
Yeah?
Alright, so it looks like all three of you have controlled that character at one time or another. Alright. Very good. So the elf, just to give you a reminder of what he has. The elf has 3 spells: Hypnotic Blaze, Slow, and Double Image. He has a scout companion who has lost 1 body point.
Okay.
He has the boon that gives him 2 extra maximum to his maximum of body points. Of course, as you can see, he's at 8 there. 70 gold coins. He has a potion of celerity or elven speed. A healing 1d6 potion of vision. Equipment-wise, he has a helmet, a halberd, broadsword, Fortune's longsword, which I couldn't remember if he used the special power or not. I'm guessing not. And then chainmail. Any questions?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, very good. Excellent. Okay, now it's my turn. So I do have these goblin marauders. So this first goblin is going to plant the bomb on the barbarian and then run away. Alright, and so we'll roll the 2 combat dice. Missed, so it's just a dud. It fizzles out. Like a bunch of springs kind of go flying out of it. It just kind of falls apart. Little trickle of smoke.
I just kept blowing his mouth out.
You like wet your fingers and on the fuse. Ah, there was no kaboom. There's supposed to be a kaboom. All right. This other one decides to attack you from the stairway. He throws a grenade. That one Misses as well. Another dud.
Bounces off the wall.
All right. This goblin is going to throw his boomerang through the doorway and hit. So hit the barbarian and the elf is what he's going to try to do. Okay, 1 skull. So first the barbarian defends, and then the elf. It's 1 skull. Ching. Okay. No damage to the barbarian. And then the elf. Oh, you would defend with 4.
Or, yep.
This is Bohemius. Shit, sink.
Wrestling move.
Yeah. Alright, so what are you gonna do? Caught the boomerang.
It's all in the reflexes.
It's on reflexes. Yes, we load the boomerang on the crossbow and shoot it back.
Oh, this is a good knife, Mr. Burton. Alright,
Indeed.
Indeed. Such a good movie. Yeah, all the statues in the background start like falling over like dominoes. They start shaking. Yep. Alright, got him. Darn. Okay, well I got 1 left. Alright, he charges. Runs at the barbarian. 1 skull. Cha-ching. He does the old behind the back block. Cha-ching. No damage. Alright, hero's turn.
All right. Can the wizard cast Rock Skin on himself?
Okay.
And then we'll move back into the room and follow the crossbowman into the corridor. So we'll just stand behind the crossbowman.
Alright, so you're powered up with rock skin. The champion, I'll let you have 2 extra dice instead of 1.
Thank you, Zargon. And it's the elf.
Yeah.
Are you moving the swordsman? Or
Oh, yeah, we forgot about the swordsman. Did you want to move him or not?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot. Can you remind me, can the swordsman attack diagonally?
No.
In that case, can we just have the swordsman move up and stand adjacent to the dwarf?
Here?
Yeah, that's great. Thanks. Elf this time.
For anybody who came in late, the heroes are trying to track down Zanrath, the High Mage, one of Morkar's lieutenants. Terminate his command with extreme prejudice.
The horror.
The horror.
Yeah. So can we move now?
What'd you say?
I rolled 11.
11.
So yeah, I just need a 3. Just put me by the right side of the barbarian, and I attack diagonally.
Fortune's longsword.
Whoa! I'm going to roll on the shields today. Yeah, whoa! Yeah, pick a card.
All right, wrestling move.
Come on, here.
Batista bomb.
There you go. Batista bomb.
All right.
Crack. So, can you see the path to get to the wizard?
Let's see. Go here, here, through the secret door. There.
We have a secret doors. Okay, and let's. Okay, this is the door. I'll move the scout in front of the line, in front of the halberdier. There, and search for traps in the white corridor.
The wide corridor, he says. Okay.
Yep.
Alright, no traps detected in the northern passage.
Okay, and that's it. Pass.
Okay. Yep. There it is. And it's all its glory. Alright. Okay. The dwarf.
My turn. Oh, there are monsters. Dang it.
Yeah, but you're not locked in with them.
Locked in here with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put me in front of one of those goblins up north there. I'm the dwarf.
Oh, whoops. I made you the elf.
Yep. Switching bodies. Body swapping.
Yep. You got taller.
Warhammer. Good enough.
Yeah. That'll do it. Got him. Bye. Alright. As he dies, he tries to set off his explosive device. Alright, so it hits these 4 squares, so the other goblin is also going to be targeted. 2 skulls. Whew. Okay,
Is that defendable?
yeah. Alright, go ahead. Alright, ching, and you lost 1.
Worth it.
What is fire damage? Gotta roll the red dice. Has to be a 5 or a 6.
Oh yeah, well, I was treating it more like just an explosive, but yeah, Molotov cocktail. Yeah. You homebrewers at home. Okay, but the other goblin can't defend, and so he's gonna blow up too. So now his thing detonates.
Jeez.
2 skulls again. Wrestling move.
I body slam the explosion.
Okay, so it's like, and you're like, oh yeah.
Catch it.
Ah.
It fly like a fireball flies at me, and I grab it, wrestle it to the ground.
Throw your jacket on it.
Just stand there
Drop
like
the elbow
Triple
on the
H
jacket.
hitting water.
Slam it into the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
1, 2.
You pin the explosion.
Don't know how, but it just happened.
Yeah. Somehow it makes sense. Crowd's going nuts. This makes no sense. This makes no sense. Uh-oh. And then the forces of chaos take over my camera.
Yep. Time for a new cable.
That's right. Yeah, shouldn't have got the cable from Temu. Alright, let's try to fix it here. I had an old monitor go out on me. It was bad.
Yep. Happens.
Alright, now we're back. Okay, yeah, so body slammed the explosion. Alright, that's the end of that. Okay, so that was the dwarf, and now his mercenaries.
Halberdier. Let's go open that door.
Which one?
That one. Yes. Closer one.
Okay.
You move 1, 2, 3.
You can move a total of 6.
Okay. And he can do diagonal? Yeah.
Yes, you can. Okay, in this room, a number of undead are seen. A pair of mummies. And some skeletons.
Nice.
And looks like there is a sorcerer's table as well. Alright, that's what you see.
Alright, I'll attack the right mummy from where I'm at.
Okay. Should I be seeing if these are elite monsters? I think I should. I forgot to do that. Well, I guess the marauders, it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, okay, they're just normal monsters. Alright, so you got one skull against him. So he rolls his defense. Ching! Alright, no damage.
Dang.
Okay, crossbowman.
I think we'll just pass on the crossbowman.
Okay. Because, I mean, he could run into the room and...
He
well,
could.
get
I
killed.
thought about that, but yeah.
Thought better of it.
You might be
he's
able to target the one of the skeletons.
If I got into the doorway, yeah.
I mean, the
I
mummies
don't
can
think
only
from-
move 4 squares, but I mean, when you're that close, yeah, anybody can get you.
Yeah. That's fine. I'll just leave him. I pass.
Alright. Okay. Alright, and then the barbarian. A mighty 5. He can reach the pit. Little evil wizard humor there. Actually, he has a
Let me
potion
go
of
into
dexterity.
the green room.
Into the green room.
Yes, please. give it a proper search for treasure.
Treasure, he says. Okay.
Treasure.
Yeah, you're a little muffled, but
A little muffled, but
okay. All right. You search for treasure. Wandering monster. As you're searching, a monster stalks you and attacks. Alright, wandering monster in this quest is an elite Chaos Warrior. Alright, let's see. Alright, Chaos Warrior attacks. Three skulls. Combo breaker! And a wrestling move.
Yeah, definitely go with the choke slam.
Alright. He's taking some damage. Okay. Alright, after the barbarian is my turn. Alright, Chaos Warrior attacks. Next barbarian gets 2 skulls.
Your shields.
Cha-ching.
Proper
Alright.
duel here.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, I've got other monsters though. Alright. The mummy moves to attack the halberdier. Missed. Alright, the other
Pathetic.
mummy queues up behind him. Skeleton queues up. Other skeleton goes there. Yeah.
I had my Warhammer over there and not at those exploding goblins. Oh well.
Yeah. Okay. All right. With that out of the way, back to the heroes. Wizard. Eight.
okay. Can we have the wizard cast Pass Through Rock on the swordsman?
All right. All right. anything-
And can the wizard walk to the end of the corridor just to the left of the halberdier? Have a look down the south corridor.
Okay. All right. So that area becomes visible to you. All right, and you see stone wall.
One more south, please.
All right, you've landed on a perfectly safe flagstone.
Okay. The swordsman will move 4 squares to the east.
Alright. Passing through the wall.
And attack.
Surprise!
One skull.
Alright. Combo breaker! Alright. He does a choke slam on the swordsman. Alright. 1 body point is lost.
That's his reward for being heroic. Okay.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay, it's on to the pointy-eared princeling.
Alright, pointy-eared princeling.
What's this confidence? Okay, let's check. Hmm. 5. Can't help the undead room, but I can help in the chaos warrior room. So let's enter to south. 1 inside the room, and 1, yeah, south there. Attack diagonally. Let's go.
Alright. Ching! And a wrestling move. Alright, he grabs the elf and kind of like headbutts him against his helmet. Clang! Or, why am I putting that there? Hit the button.
It's gonna leave a mark.
Yep.
Ouch.
Is that the first damage he's taken this quest? Huh. Alright, and your mercenary?
Okay, then the scout. Scout cannot search for secret doors. So he's falling back 4 squares to the right. And search for traps in the corridor south.
Ah, southern passage. Smart idea. Just check here. Alright. Yeah, you don't find any traps.
Okay. Pass.
I already found it.
Yeah, step it on it.
Alright. So that's it. Okay, next hero.
Yes, next year. Godworth.
All right, what's the dwarf gonna do?
Move. 7, 2, 3, 7. Dang it. 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 5. They've got that Chaos Warrior handled, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where the secret door tile is. It's about as far as you can get. And then this for him. I guess he could search for secret treasure. Nah, we better not do that. We'll do the halberdier. Wait, coward!
What are you waiting for? Yeah.
All right, we're gonna attack.
All right, so halberdier goes for the mummy.
Yep.
1 skull. Ching! No damage.
No. It'll slide 1 to the left, to the west. Yeah. Okay. And then the let's see, 1, 2. 4. The crossbowman will go 1 west and 2 north. He's gonna hang out there in that corridor. Yep. That's it.
All right, barbarian. Barbarian.
I'm gonna chug my heroic spinach juice and try and take him out in one shot.
Right, that's the spirit. Heroic brew.
That's a crazy roll.
Dang. What the heck?
I know, right?
10. Okay, so you rolled them together. Oh, with your super.
Yeah, because I'm
weapon.
attacking the same guy,
Okay.
and he's not a rogue, so
I think that's a wrestling move.
yeah. I guess we just triple team him.
Yeah, that's not a wrestling move. That's a Royal Rumble.
So the 3 of you link arms and you do the Red Rover thing and you run and you just knock him to the ground and then you all drop elbows on him. Oh, and he's got
Yeah, he just got the whole Degeneration X treatment right there.
Okay, he blocked the attack, but the wrestling move still got him. Okay, so he's not quite dead yet, but he's getting there. Yep.
I tried. Oh, there's my heroic brew. It was something.
Yeah. Oh, it was something. Okay, alright. If that's all he's gonna do, it's my turn. Alright, Chaos Warrior tries to attack him back. 4 skulls, Barbarian.
Yeah, right. Where's my shields now?
Yeah. Alright, so 3 damage. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna stay put. Okay, now the undead. You think you hear the Thriller music and they start dancing? No, not really. see, the mummy. Oh, I can't reach.
Yeah, Ribby was strategic there with John Cena.
6,
Can't see him, can't touch him.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The skeletons go that way. Mummy comes out here. Attacks the halberdier. One skull.
No.
One skull and ching, no damage. Alright, the other mummy marches out. 1, 2, 3. Alright, heroes. Wizard first.
A wizard attacks the mummy with the staff.
Ah.
Nothing. Swordsman's going to attack the Chaos Warrior.
Okay. 2 skulls.
2 skulls.
Ching, no damage.
And can we move the swordsman back into the yellow room, just so that he's southeast of the dwarf? And pass to the elf.
Elf.
Okay. The elf try to do something on this Chaos Warrior.
One skull.
One skull.
That's all it would take. Ching, no damage.
And they roll to move. Ten. How far I can go on going left toward the bedroom? 1, 2, 3.
You could go all the way up to the skeleton.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. There.
Alright.
And pass. Ah, wait. The scout.
Scout.
The scout. Scout doesn't move. Stay there. Pass.
Okay. Alright, dwarf.
Ooh, that's just enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll go 1 north of the elf. Yep. And we'll warhammer the skeleton. Ah!
Yeah, I think you got him.
Pretty good chance. Okay. And the halberdier is attacking the mummy.
Okay, 1 skull. Ching, 1 black shield.
Dang. Then the crossbowman will move on to the west. Fire at the skeleton.
Okay. Got him.
Nice. And that's my turn.
All right, and the barbarian.
All right. As usual, barbarian attacks first and ask questions later.
Who are you working for?
Stunner,
All right.
you're going down. Third hit's a charm. Kill you by wrestling moves. 3 wrestling moves. We couldn't land a single attack.
All right, got him.
All right. Let me roll for move.
Like somebody from off camera tosses you 2 heroic brews. You like slam them together, and there's only foam left in the bottom, and then you kind of like pour that down your throat, and then crush the cans.
2 left,
I'll take a cold heroic brew.
and then 1 north. That'll be my 3 movement. All them suds made me stumble,
Barbarian
flipping
wiser.
and sliding, beer all over, grog.
And all this grog.
All right, on to the undead.
All right. All right, you left a path for me, so let's see. Yeah, okay, so this mummy's going to attack the halberdier. 2 skulls. Got him. No. Incapacitated. Okay. The other mummy is going to move and attack the other henchman. Men at arms. 3 skulls.
What does crossbowman defend with?
3.
Who?
3.
3? Really?
Right? Or is it 2? Oh shoot.
3.
Now I don't remember.
Dang.
I thought they
Yeah,
all.
pretty
3,
good.
3.
They all have
3
3?
attack, 3 defense.
Yes!
Yeah, you're right.
Awesome.
And a wrestling move.
Yeah, they have the same stats in Battle Masters,
Nice.
where the Battle Masters use the same stats they already had when they made the Men at Arms.
So what is it? What is his move going to be? Does he try to choke him out with the crossbow, or?
He grabs a loose bandage and he kicks him away. And then he pulls him back and clotheslines him.
That's hilarious. Clink.
Rah!
Right in his ugly face. He does the thing where he like his head is like snapped back the other way, and he like brings it forward. Is this better? Oh, I mixed 2 movies together. Death Becomes Her and Men in Black. Anyway,
Jeez.
yeah. All right, well done. Okay, that's it for me. Back to the heroes.
All right, can I administer my +2 healing on the halberdier?
Certainly. All right, he's alive.
Thank you.
Subtract that.
And I'll jab the mummy with my walking stick. Nothing.
Yes.
Swordsman will just walk into the corridor and stand behind the elf. But he won't attack. And it's the elf's turn.
All right.
Yeah, the elf attacks.
All right. Attacking the mummy diagonally.
Yep. and I reroll the shield
Ah,
with the Fortune Longsword.
Fortune's longsword.
Two skulls.
Well, 3 total. Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so the mummy rolls his defense. Nothing. Got him.
Okay. Next is going to be the door. So I'm going one to the left. And yeah, and pass to the scout. Scout moves 3 squares to the left. And pass.
Alright, dwarf.
Put me next to the mummy, Warhammer. It's hammering time.
Hammer time. Stop. 3 skulls.
Rip trip triple. Oh wow.
And 1 gets through.
Brutal.
Yep.
Okay, then the halberdier attacks. Yes, there we go. Dodge this.
Ching. And the Yeti goes down. Got him.
Sweet.
Phew.
Yeah, that was good. And then he'll move 1 to the east. And slide the crossbowmen down 1 south, and then I'll pass.
Okay. Barbarian.
All right, I'm gonna try my luck in that new room for treasure or Chaos Warrior.
Which room?
The blue gray slate room with the alchemist table in it.
Alright, because unthreatened movement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I
Alright.
mean, so far I found a pit trap and a Chaos Warrior, so
Oh, yeah.
let's go treasure.
Actually, before you're able to do that, there is a spear trap. So roll your combat die. Decapitated. Now, if it misses, you can keep going. Okay,
Safe.
It missed you. All right, went flying. Okay, what were you gonna do? Search for treasure?
Search for treasure.
Okay.
I found the pit trap. I found a spear trap. Found the Chaos Warrior.
He found it with his head. Ah, potion of fire resistance.
All right.
Find a bright red glass bottle hidden among debris. If you drink this potion, you'll be completely unharmed by the next magical fire attack to hit you, be it a spell or a fireburst trap.
All right, I drink it.
Okay. All right, so you're preemptively protected.
For the rest of the quest or until I take 1 fire damage. Or any amount of fire damage, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so you're protected from fire. just check something here. Yeah, okay. All right.
Excellent. Now I found a little bit of everything. Your turn.
All right, yep. Okay, I drew my card. How's everybody doing on time?
All good here.
Doing great.
Hanging out.
Great.
Okay. All right. Well, I can go for a while too. All right. Heroes.
All right, can we have the wizard head into the room and stand to the left of the barbarian?
Okay.
Can you remind me, Kurgan? Can I do wizardy things with the sorcerer's bench?
Ah, a good question. Yes, I think you can.
Okay, I'll do a search for traps first, and I'll maybe leave that to my next turn. So, any more traps?
Okay. Yes, the floor looks weak in front of it.
Ah. Okay, and
Right where you're gonna stand.
swordsman. Yeah, that's right where I wanted to stand. Exactly. Yeah, I wanted to stand right in front of that sorcerer's bench and do cool wizard things.
Yeah.
Okay, the
somebody
swordsman will.
painted little footprints right there. It says "Stand here."
Nice little chalk outline with some runes on it, and makes it extra inviting.
Ooh. Can't possibly.
Yeah,
be
definitely.
a trap. Okay.
Let's have the swordsman move 5 squares to the west.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we're dealing with in the green room. Can we open the door?
All right. Okay. All right. So in the room, you see a number of things. You see a closed door here, and also a cupboard. Here. Some familiars. There. And some more of these elite chaos warriors.
What have I done?
Anybody got a firestorm spell?
Hypnotic blaze.
There's an idea.
All right.
Oh yeah, the elf.
It's the elf.
Do we have Firestorm?
No, but we do have hypnotic blaze. But I know that
Wait,
chaos warriors
yes.
have high.
It's not going to work well on the Chaos Warrior, but
I know they're too
here,
smart.
yeah,
It's worth a try. Though.
they reflect the light. So it's my turn. I'll try.
Okay.
Seven.
All right. 7.
Yeah, move me straight inside the room. Yes, in front of the Chaos Warrior. No, this last one. Then we cast the lights.
All right. Okay, so for this spell, let's see. Everyone except the spellcaster is affected. Everyone rolls 1 red die. A figure rolls equal to or less than its mind points is unaffected by the illusion. Rolling a number greater than its mind points means the figure is paralyzed for 3 turns, unable to move, attack, or defend. Alright, and let's see here. Okay, so the Chaos Warriors in this quest are a bit stronger. But they still have 3 mind points. Okay,
Alright.
so we'll do the 3 Chaos Warriors top to bottom first. Okay.
Oh, wow. So they're all unaffected.
Yeah, because it's equal to or less. Okay, so they're unaffected, and then the Famirs, which they have also 3 mind points. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a 6, a 2, and a 2. Okay, so the top one, or wait a minute, there's only supposed to roll for 2. Whoops. Well, anyway, one of them is affected. So the top one is staring at the glow with his one eye, mesmerized. Okay, so that's the Hypnotic Blaze. Wow, that was devastating.
So, yeah, that's what I didn't want to cast it. The Scout. Scout moves. How much moves Scout? Don't remember.
9.
8, 9.
Up to 9.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just put it behind the Famir affected by the light.
Here?
Yes. It attacks the Famir.
Right. Alright, so this monster is unable to defend.
So skulls.
Alright, destroyed.
And pass. Go dwarf.
Mighty Dwarf.
Okay, one inside the room. The left room. Yeah, three to the west. And we'll attack the northern Famir.
Southern one. The north one died.
Oh, is it laying down?
Unless you have your
Oh,
camera oriented.
my
the other way.
camera just frozen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that happens to me too.
Very, very possible.
Yeah.
Okay, well, either way, in the room, southern one. Ooh, wrestling move.
Hey.
And a skull.
Alright.
Yeah, let me restart real.
Okay.
There we go.
I
Easy
didn't roll
things.
for elites for these guys. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Okay. Alright, so 1 skull and a wrestling move.
Yeah, the move can be whatever. It doesn't matter.
Alright. Yeah, you got him, and looks like it's Macho Man Randy Savage elbow drop. Yeah, coming down. Yeah. Alright, he climbs to the top of this cupboard. Look at him. Look at him go. High risk maneuvers. Oh, yeah. Got him.
That's perfect.
Counted him out with the 1, 2, 3. Yeah. How do you think of that, Hulk Hogan? Not so tough now. Be a man, Hulk. Yep. Okay, what's next? Mercenaries?
Yes. So we're on a roll. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll move next to the northern chaos dude. Yeah.
Here?
And attack him. Yeah. It's only one. Oh well.
Oops, I rolled the wrong dice. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
How convenient. Alright. Wrestling move. So, salt in the eyes.
Yep.
Ah. Ref wasn't looking.
Yeah, like Bloodsport.
Yeah. Ah. He's gonna have visions of his teacher telling him how to fight
Mhm.
blindfolded. Remember his
Serving
training.
tea blindfolded. Yeah.
Catching flies with the chopsticks. Oh wait, that's Karate Kid. Never mind.
Yeah. Fixing them
Both
up
good.
again.
Both good movies. Yep. But just remember, bricks don't hit back. Okay, and then the crossbowman.
Oh, yeah. Let's do. He can move what, 5? 1, 2,
6.
5, 6. Okay, get him one south of the dwarf, and we'll shoot the other chaos dude.
This one here.
Yeah.
Target of opportunity.
Pew pew.
Wow, not bad.
Nice shot.
Loaded dice.
Ching, 2 hit him.
Cheating. Nice. That's it for me. I pass.
Even with the cheating, it still got through. Yep. All right, and the barbarian.
I drink my potion of dexterity.
Ah, excellent.
I was trying to save it to jump that pit trap, but we're using it now. Keep rolling 3s. All right. Put me in front of that southern. Wait, hold on. All right, put me on top of that northern chaos warrior.
All right.
Right, great sword time. Nope.
All right, excellent. 3 skulls.
All right.
Ching, 2 hit him.
What you get for hecking and wrestling around with the mercenary.
Yeah.
Trick with the salt.
Yep. Cheating.
And on to you now.
Me. Hey, Atamari Kofihara, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Desperate fight here. The heroes are fighting for their lives. Fighting for what's right. Alright. Let's see. I have so many heavy hitters here. Alright, let's attack the Halberdier with the Chaos Warrior. The Elite Chaos Warrior. Four skulls. Ching, 3 hit him. Alright. He's incapacitated. Alright, second Chaos Warrior attacks the Elf. Elite Chaos Warrior. 3 skulls. Elf.
Wow.
If anybody in the audience is wanting to help the heroes, now might be the time. Ching, 2 hits. Alright, and the final Chaos Warrior charges forward to attack the crossbowman. Three skulls. Ching! 2 hit him. Also incapacitated.
All right, we need another player. We need a bard to run in there and heal everybody.
Yes. That we do.
Threading on his loot.
Yep. Okay, that's the end of my turn. Heroes. Wizard.
Yeah, I don't think we can risk the healing spells on the mercs. They might not last very long anyway. So I'm going to have to be ruthless here. The wizard's going to go 2 north and do his thing.
Ah. Okay. All right, you're sorting through the papers on the desk there, and it looks like you can restore one of your previously used spells.
Ooh, nice one.
What's it going to be? You've used Tempest, Veiled Mist, Passer Rock, Rock Skin, Clairvoyance, and Treasure Hoard.
Let's take back Tempest, please.
All right. This should come in handy. All right. You've restored Tempest. All right, Swordsman.
And Swordsman, can we have the Swordsman stand in between the elf and the dwarf? And he'll attack the warrior to the south.
All right, that's what he signed up for.
Yes, yes, yes.
Revenge.
3 skulls. Excellent. Ching, combo breaker. All right. Chaos Warrior grabs him and does a suplex into the cupboard. There. try. Nasty. Okay. After the wizard's turn, the elf.
So the barbarian plus the barbarian is wounded, right? Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah, I hit him twice. I got him twice.
So
got
I'm
one
going to
mighty
attack
point left.
that guy.
And the one to the south, I think, is down to 1 as well.
Okay, 1 skull. Ching, no damage.
No damage. So move in 1 square to the right. With the elf.
Oh, whoops. Grabbing the wrong character. There.
And the scout moves 2 squares south, 2 squares to the right, and 2 squares. So in top of the dwarf, okay, there, and 1 square north. And pass. Go dwarf.
Oh, I was muted. Okay, I'll move 2 west.
Whoops.
Or yellow.
Yeah, messed up there.
Yep. I'm gonna pour a healing potion on my halberdier, on his face. Glug. D6.
Okay.
He only gets 1.
Well, just didn't waste it.
Better than nothing. And then I'll attack the guy to my left. Good shot.
Okay. Wow. Okay. 4 skulls.
Dodge this.
Ching, and
Nice.
makes it by 3.
Awesome.
One shot at him.
Beautiful. Then the halberdier will attack.
All right. Wow.
Guy next to him.
Might survive this after all.
Stab him in the nards.
Pull the Johnny Cage.
All right. 2 skulls. Ching, and the other one gets him.
Nice.
Good thing that thing had knees.
Okay, and then I guess he can't get far enough away to be safe, really. So
Oh, yeah,
what chaos warriors have 6.
one more. They move 7.
He moved. Yeah, he can't get away. That's fine. So he'll just stay there. And then my other guy is still
Oh,
there on the ground.
He could open the door and hope there's no monsters in that room.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
Got him.
You can go stand in the corner next to the cupboard. Hopefully, I move 4 spaces, and then that would force him to walk all the way around the room to get you.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, we could do that. We'll go in the bottom left corner there. assuming there's no trap there. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's my turn.
Yeah, true. That might have been the only space we didn't step on yet. All right.
Exploding gasoline trap. Yeah. Okay. All right, barbarian. 9.
All right. I'm gonna move 3 south and 1 to the east.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Sweet.
Not so good luck there. Okay, yeah. So he gets hit.
I was so expecting him to cancel out that wrestling move.
Yep. And then you get a wrestling move.
I want to give him a tombstone pile driver.
All right. One, two, three. Ding, ding, ding. Got him.
All right.
All right.
You may draw a card.
Hmm. All right, I'm going to use one of the cards I have in my hand to force one of the doors open. Alarm! All right, an alarm gong sounds. You may open a door on the board, revealing what lies behind it. Any revealed monsters move and attack immediately. Oops. All right, so we're going to open this door. All right, and inside that room are, let's see, another door. There is another door. 2 zombies and a mummy.
Thriller Part 2.
Yep. Oh, no, he was there.
Let them come.
Dun, dun. Okay. Oh, door's actually here. Okay, we'll see if they're elites. Left to right. Nope. Alright, the mummy comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4. To attack the elf. He missed. Alright, and zombies move 5, if I remember correctly.
Yes, they do.
Alright, finally remembered.
And then the skeletons are lighter, so they move 6.
Alright, so that one can attack the dwarf. Zombie attacks with 2. Missed. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess they all got dance fever, so they're all missing their attacks. Okay, wizard, and I think, isn't this the last chance to save the swordsman? Or is he dead?
Well, on the swordsman's next turn, he'll be close to death. I think he has a turn where he's like still incapacitated. But the archer, the crossbowman's had that turn, so on his next turn he dies.
Okay. All right.
He's fucked anyway.
Hey, I heard that, you jerks. When I get back on
I'm
my
still
feet,
alive,
I'm gonna...
jerk. Yeah, I think that's at the end of the dwarf's turn. The crossbowman would die.
9.
Okay, let's move the wizard in to the room and stand to the east of the elf.
Okay.
Can I try an uncommon feat?
All right, what's it gonna be?
I'd like to try to spray my potion of healing onto both of the swordsman and the crossbowman, and divide the roll between them.
Interesting. So you have to get at least. Well, if you roll 1, then you're just gonna. It's not gonna matter.
Yeah, you'd have to at least roll it above a 2 for it to be possible.
Okay. Sure. If you fail, it just goes to 1. All right. Skull would be success. Oh, you failed. Now, you still could use your magical aptitude and do heal body and water of healing. But that's a lot of healing to use for just 2 mercenaries.
Yeah, I'd rather not use the spells on them. I think we might need that for the other heroes later. Because we're only a few rooms into this dungeon.
Yeah, it's a long, tough battle.
So I'd rather not use up the valuable healing spells.
All right.
So I'm just going to have to pick one. I'm going to pick the crossbowman.
All right. So your D6 healing. Yeah, healing potions are dwindling. You only have 1 left in the party now. Okay, 3. All right, well, he's back to full strength. Yeah, just at the very moment he fell down. No. Okay, so the crossbowman is back in action.
Okay, and the last thing the wizard's going to do is take a jab at the mummy.
You missed.
Nothing. All right, swordsman is incapacitated, and it's the elf.
All right, Bohemus.
And attack the mummy.
All right.
One skull.
Ching! No damage.
Then I move 1 square to the right and 1 square north and pass. The scout. The scouts they put doesn't move fast. Go dwarf.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. 7. All right. So I'm gonna move 1 west and south. Hand my holy water to the halberdier. Take this. Then I'm gonna move back north and to east and attack the mummy. No. 1 hit, I guess.
Okay.
So 1 skull and a villainous gesture.
Dang. Did not go how I was hoping. Okay. And then in my halberdier, just toss the holy water on one of the zombies.
Which one?
The closer one.
Right.
Actually, it's the one in the corner back up there. It's fine.
Got him.
Toasty. Oh, and he'll move 1 north and 2 east. That takes the place of his attack,
Yes.
if I recall.
Yes.
Yeah. That's it. Oh, and I got my crossbow dude.
Yes.
He moves 3 west and fires also at the zombie.
All right.
Come on, I need a kill here.
Skulls. The forces of chaos begin to interfere.
Yeah.
Seems like whenever I put pressure on the cable,
Yeah, that'll
it'll do it.
do it. 2 hits.
You're using too much of the force.
Literally.
Okay. So you got 2 hits, and I didn't defend anything. Which one are you attacking?
Zombie.
Got him.
Yeah, that's it for my turn.
All right, barbarian.
Move to north. Attack. 1 in a wrestling move.
Wow.
Defense, Mr. Mummy.
Got him. All right, what's your wrestling move gonna be?
Let's go spear.
Spear.
Right into the corner. With the great sword. Weapon expert move.
Got him.
Cleared that real quick.
Your turn, Sargon.
All right. So, the reaction from the crowd.
Barberg. Somewhere back there, Bret Hart's crying about his career.
Brett.
He's in the he's in the audience.
Yeah. Okay. He gestures with his hand. WCW. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, that happened. Very good. Okay. So. Oh man. What do you guys think? One more round? Or is this a good stopping point?
1 more round's good for me.
1 more.
One more time. All right. Arf, arf. All right, I'm gonna play Undead Rising, as if I needed all these cards, right? Place monster group out of line of sight in a room where undead were slain previously. Well, I guess sort of.
So those 3 come back to life?
Pretty much.
Can I use my luck and cancel all of this nonsense? I just want to search for treasure. The cupboard is sitting right there.
All right,
I didn't use it on the alarm, and I'm like, all right,
luck, huh? Okay.
yes, please. If it was just the 3 that we just killed that came running out of that room the first time, I would have taken it. But
All right. Well done. Well played. Okay. Yeah, it just
the
so
ceiling
happened.
collapsed, and they all die.
Rocks fall. They all died. Yep.
No offense to Michael Jackson, and I get it. It's a nice formation.
Got them all. All right. Well played. Okay, so that's my turn. Heroes.
The wizard's really hoping there's a lovely wizard's cloak inside that cupboard.
Or at least a healing
can we have-
potion half filled.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a healing potion. Yeah, that would be a good second prize. Let's have the wizard head into the corner just south of the halberdier. No, the crossbowman, sorry. And search for treasure.
Okay. All right. Are you gonna invoke the slide storage or just a regular search?
Can you remind me how that works again?
You draw 2 cards, play them in order, whatever they are.
Double the fun.
2 wandering monsters,
What do you
hazard.
think, guys? If it is a wandering monster, at least they don't get to attack.
Yes.
Should we go for it? Okay, let's do slide storage.
John Cena. Oh, it played a new sound effect. Okay. All right. Okay, so we draw the 2 cards. Wandering monster. So we can't reach you. And second card. Hazard. That one can hit you.
So, no wizard's cloak then.
The wizard's cloak. Alright, those go to the bottom of the deck. Okay. And is there any chance to save the sword?
And I have to be honest and admit that my rock skin is gone as well now.
Ah. Sad.
That's very sad.
Very sad. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, super sad.
Alright, and so the swordsman unfortunately passes.
Yep.
Yep. In the cupboard. Quite well preserved. All right. And we'll just remove him from the screen there. All right, and the elf.
Can you see the red room? There's a door. Okay. I go. Oh my god! So the wandering monster is a chaos warrior.
Yep.
Okay. Rolling for movement. 3. That's enough. Now 1, 2 to the left and 1 south, and attack the chaos warrior. Two skulls.
Okay. Ching, and one gets through. 1 damage for the Chaos Warrior. He's got 2 left. Alright, the scout.
The scout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, the enters the very first square of the red room. And search this room for traps.
For traps, okay. Ah, good thing you did. Let's see, the floor looks weak. And
Okay.
this square
Nice.
looks suspicious, and that square looks suspicious.
Great. And pass.
A lot of traps. Oh, I can't hit him with the warhammer. Dang it. Well, I got a longsword though.
Ah, you
Swing a
do.
longsword at him. Wait, do I have? Oh no, that was the elf.
Okay, 1 skull. Ching. No damage.
All right, halberdier.
1 skull. It's another hit.
Let's. Then the halberdier will move up to the doorway,
Which one?
the northern one, north of the orb. Okay. And then I will. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The crossbowman will go 1 north, 3 east, 1 south. Fire at the
1
dude.
skull. Oops. Leet speak
Leet
is
speak.
not recognized.
I'll have to add that in. Dang, I missed. Okay, that's it for me.
All right, barbarian. Time to show your quality. 11.
All right, I beat the legs. All right. Go one left and 2 down south. Protect the wizard. Kill the chaos warrior.
Three skulls, finally.
3.
It's a hard fight. Ching! And 2 hit him. Down he goes.
All right.
Okay.
Good game.
My hero. All right, guys. Good place to stop. We'll just leave off on Zargon's turn. Tomorrow, the plan is we will be playing First Light at the usual time, 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time on twitch.tv/HeroQuestFans. Thanks for playing with us tonight. Thanks for putting up with our chaotic schedule. And any announcements for anybody? Check out Bourbon and Board Games for Ribby's Remarkable Rims and other fancy things. Check out Warbuilder 22J, J22. All on YouTube, of course. This is for Jacer's Place. Elviler.com, he's been updating his website. We always plug him because he did our graphics, and we're always grateful for that. Bohemius, you haven't heard any HeroQuest news, have you? Still quiet? Spiel Essen?
I wish. I don't know. They're letting us try, completely dry.
Yeah.
We don't have any information.
So do you think the advancement system that Doug was talking about basically was the boons, Hopkins Rest, all that stuff from Wizards of Morcar? Or do you think there's more to be revealed?
For that one, I don't know. I believe they're what we can consider an advanced Hero Quest. But it's not the real Hero Quest. Is just everything that they give us in every expansion, something new they to play with, like the village, like the extra rules. They are way too not simplified to make the game a little bit more complex. So at the end, if you put them all together, it becomes kinda an advanced Hero Quest.
That's an interesting point. I hadn't really thought about that because I remember when First Light came out, it was falsely advertised as simplified gameplay. Really, it's not. I mean, teaching you how to play is simple, but they actually incorporated a lot of rules from a lot of expansions. So in a way, it's expanding the game a bit. And if you took everything from all the expansions, it's still not advanced Hero Quest, but it is more advanced.
But it's I mean, we don't have like a quest that include all the modifications they have done. But but I mean, it's up to the player anyway to implement in every single game.
Yeah,
we have the deck of the potions. We have disguises. We have everything. Okay, if you can play with it and add it everywhere.
More ideas, more tools to inspire you with your creations. Yeah, because once that stuff becomes public knowledge, it's pretty easy. Maybe you don't have the fancy tiles or the fancy miniatures, but you can always do it in your own adventure. It's like, oh yeah, it's a cool idea. Let's use that. Yeah. Well, I have no doubt that Doug and the rest of the designers at Avalon Hill would be happy to implement new stuff as long as they're allowed. But yeah, the whole question is, does Hasbro have the desire and the willingness to allocate, those resources for them to do that, or are they going to push them in other directions and have them do other stuff instead? 'Cause it's a small team, so who knows? I think they teased a lot of stuff in the past, and they still haven't really followed up on it. But as other people pointed out, there are other conventions coming up before the end of the year. So I'm forgetting when everything is. I mean, this is August. Is there something in September? October?
Lucca for sure.
Lucca.
November. It's always Halloween.
That's right, Halloween. They're gonna scare us.
Halloween, yes.
Yeah.
And just a couple of weeks earlier, I think is BLS.
Spiel.
So it's going to be October, November. Next news. Maybe I'm going to have. Well, what do they have at the? Don't they do PulseCon in this period?
Oh yeah, PulseCon.
They,
PulseCon has been pretty dry as far as HeroQuest goes, but I mean, there's no
Yeah.
rhyme or reason or rule. They could reveal anything anytime, really. It's just that
I don't know.
you would think if they have something ready, a convention would be the most natural place. But yeah, even just a hint, just saying, hey, we're still alive, we're still working on stuff. Something is coming out. It's not. I mean, we basically got a statement from Doug passed on saying, you know, didn't Michael say that Doug said Wizards of Morcar isn't the final expansion and the app isn't going away, or like the rumors that those things are happening is not, or just that they're just rumors. Hey Freelancer, good evening. Yeah, we're just talking about HeroQuest. So I mean, again, I don't, well, I guess the fact that the designers are able to say that indicates that it probably is continuing, right? Because otherwise they'd get in trouble if they were told, hey, don't say anything about future stuff, don't even hint that it's coming, because it's not, you know, or it's in limbo. I mean, the thing about a big company like that, they could pull the plug at any time. I mean, we know movies get announced, we know games get announced, you know, they show screenshots, you know, and then the project gets canceled. So just because something is mentioned doesn't mean it's going to happen. But the fact that they're not saying no and they're pointing towards yes is a good sign. So hopefully it's just a bad marketing plan. Like,
Well,
I just want to be quiet.
Michael in Discord already confirms that they are working on something. It's not that we don't have absolutely anything. It's just we don't have more information than that.
Right. Yeah, and I suppose that's just kind of all we have. I mean, I would have liked to get some type of interview. Hey, Ribby, have you heard anything from? Oh, he's gone. Just when a wizard would have been most useful. That's okay. Well, yeah. Since nothing was announced at Gen Con and there was no fan interviews, it's like we couldn't learn anything. But some of those people sounded like they wanted to talk to him. And it was a question of, well, would they talk to us now? Or did we miss our chance? Atsumori Kofihara says... Oh, Gold Public says, just talking about HeroQuest. Atsumori Kofihara says, I'm looking to run a HeroQuest/Broadsword campaign here soon. See, Ribby was raving about Broadsword. So Broadsword is a mod. Well, it started out as a HeroQuest mod and it became its own game. So basically it's like, imagine HeroQuest with a whole bunch of fan creations like incorporated into it. He was saying basically every aspect of the game had been tweaked in some way. And it can be a print and play game, or you can buy it if you want. Freelancer 117 says, I got a ticket for Spiel Essen in Germany. Well, when you're there, politely ask Doug Hopkins or whoever else is there for any news. Interview him. Ask him about the development of Crypt of Perpetual Darkness. Ask him about the development of Wizards of Morcar. Just anything. I mean, maybe that's his opportunity to give us a hint, give us a clue about what's going on. I kind of doubt there's going to be another free quest for a while. I mean, they already did that at Gen Con. But who knows? Yeah, it's like the last two free quests sort of imply that there's some new expansion coming, new storyline. But it wouldn't have to be.
Yeah.
It could be just... Like, they've done that before. They've introduced, like, storylines that go nowhere. Like the Rogue Gavril Thorn. It's just
the other one...
Yeah.
For the other quest, the last year quest, we had an advantage because we knew the Wizard of Morcar was coming, so the direct connection was visible and easy to catch.
Yeah.
Right now, we just can guess because we know there's going to be something new.
Yeah.
But in some way connected with the quest, in my opinion, because weird is very weird that they named Groshak again. Okay, like is very important. Was not just a bait and switch in the
Yeah.
in the previous quest. So they want to honor the character in a way. So
Hmm.
in some way they nominate also Cassandra. But it's possible they were going to see them both in the same quest. Who knows?
Yeah.
There
Because,
is if following the lore, there's kind of a fallback on the part of the enemies. So, well, the heroes are winning. So maybe the enemies are gathering somewhere else in the south of the continent.
maybe in the Far
And
East on an island somewhere.
who knows? Well, the quest says far south
Oh yeah.
over the sea. So I don't know. Could be another continent. Who knows? Maybe Groshak is there and gathering forces from another nation.
Yeah.
Who knows? New monsters to come and get
Kinda
us.
cool. Yeah, because Groshak doesn't appear anywhere else. I mean, in the legacy of HeroQuest, he's just in Wizards of Morkar, and that's it. Just a one-shot character. So yeah, anything else? I mean, Cassandra appears in Return of the Witch Lord, but is mentioned in First Light. This First Light is dropping hints
Yes.
about other expansions, so chronologically it's set before most of those others.
Yeah, but she actually gets a lot of mention in First Light. I mean, so much so that you expect her to show up in a quest, but she doesn't.
They need just like a big advertising flyer to appear at the very last moment that says "Buy Wizards of Morkar," or I mean, buy Return of the Witch Lord. And see this character. Cassandra gets her comeuppance. Oh yeah, Jacer's comment. If they cut staff, then they probably dropped 1 or 2 design teams. So instead of dropping a quest pack every 6 months, it'll be every 12 to 18 months. Well, the part that confused me is I thought 2 Gen Cons ago that they said that they'd added people. That they'd actually hired people to be in the Avalon Hill team. Because it's part of Hasbro Gaming division. But the people that I remember being introduced, unfortunately I don't remember any of the names. Like they mentioned several people, and it was like they were like in marketing and advertising and like consumer relations, or not as designers. Now, to be fair, both Carmine and Doug mentioned that the design team is actually like a round table. There's a bunch of people, so it's not just 1 or 2. So, do those people have any input? Is everybody in the room? Who knows? We don't know precisely. We just know that with the last several expansions, it's been like one kind of main person that's like writing the quests, and then everybody else kind of like gives them feedback, gives them stuff to work with to incorporate into that adventure. And of course, Doug, as usual, works on the rules and the mechanics. And of course, Tess has the writer's Bible or whatever. This what do they call her? This narrative designer. So she's trying to figure out where the stories fit together, what happens after this, and so on. So it's a collaborative effort. But yeah, once they get into stuff that's completely original, that has no correlation with anything from back in the day, we're completely blind as far as guessing where it's going to go. But I mean, yeah, if we had some clue that, oh yeah, it is Neef Island from the Japanese Hero Quest, or I don't know, what a one-time showdown with a weather mage, or whatever else, a solo quest for the wizard or for the barbarian. If it's not one of those, it's like it could be anything. So they kind of have to leave a trail of breadcrumbs for us to follow. I like the guessing games, but yeah, it's tough. All right, well, good game, everybody. I guess we'll have to leave off the speculation for now. keep on talking amongst yourselves. And we'll try to meet up again tomorrow night on twitch.tv/HeroQuestFans, 7 p.m. Central Time to play First Light. And then just looking at the schedule ahead, I think that August 28th and 29th, there's a very good chance we will be streaming again. But September 4th and 5th, so that'd be going into Labor Day weekend, we will not be streaming live. So right now we're still in Quest 4, so we'll probably, I don't know if we'll finish that one, but yeah, we'll keep on plugging away as much as we can. And then in September, for now, all bets are off. I don't know what's happening after Labor Day weekend. We'll just have to see. But I'll try to update everybody on this with the schedule. So I'll announce it in the Discord. Dread Company. Yeah, the Dark Company from HeroQuest Advanced Quest Edition. Well, I would love to see Advanced HeroQuest come back in some form or another. That'd be cool. Battle Masters would be cool. Space Crusade would be cool. It all would be cool. You know, crossovers, whatever, if they made sense. But yeah, for now we're just guessing. We're just speculating. Hey, Gold Public. All right. Well, thanks everybody for checking us out on HeroQuest Fans. We'll see who we can raid next. So if you want, stick around for the raid. Otherwise, we'll catch you later. And as usual, the replay will appear on YouTube in about 48 hours. That's usually how it happens. Looks like the only one of our friends who's online at the moment is Next Level Painting. Painting some Warhammer. So we'll check him out. All right, everybody have a great night. Stay cool.